So I was gonna suspend him first, with without pay, and talk to HR. When I suspended him, I found out he had a key, so I had to call him back. I said, hey man, you put him back to the office. So me and the branch manager, so he came in and said, hey man, I need the key. He said, hey, I can make it easy, y'all. I can get quick. This nigga threw the key on his desk. Walked out. I looked at him like, branch manager was like, hey, can we get that right? He like, yeah, I'll send it to y'all. He was hot. I was like, like I don't, so it is what it is, bro. He made my job easy. He wasn't gonna get that. He wasn't gonna get that. So, HR lady on vacation. So I was just going to suspend it for the rest of the week. Thank you. I just got one more. I'm like, I'm tracking. The driver say they call me Grim Reaper. They're like, man, you ain't been here 2 weeks. You come here clean the house, ain't you? I said, yeah. He said, man, you sound good. I said, man, it ain't something on my good side. I said, I ain't coming in changing it, asking y'all to do nothing y'all ain't been already doing. Supposedly the water tested it. That's when they wanted to make sure we did this a month ago, but it needed a valve on the top to keep the lid down. So they kept it on the yard, but it wasn't ready, right? So it didn't have a green tag on it. So the seal came in late, so they put the seal on it. For some way they had to niggery the lid closed. So the driver took the piece of equipment out to the customer, going out there and wanted to prove it. Took it out there to the customer, so the customer they got ready to use that open lid, and they was trying to put the lid back down, and he called us back and said, hey, y'all sent us all the piece of equipment. So they had to call the driver had to go back out there and bring it back to the yard, bring it up. So when it got to me, I'm like, well, who inspected it? Boy, they told me who inspected it after they knocked my apartment down. I said, hey, give me the paper, and he signed off on it. So I'm actually a supervisor. His supervisor came on that. I said, well, y'all did this month ago, right? He's like, yeah. I said, it should be some data knowing that he signed off on it. This gonna help me out. So he couldn't find it. So I said, hey man, go get your work. So he brought the dude in there. The dude had a little attitude where he was sitting or whatever. A young Hispanic guy, man. So I said, hey man, so tell me about what's going on with, I said the trailer number or whatever. He was like, well, I washed it out a month ago. It's been sitting on the yard. The valve came in today, and we put the valve on there, so we made it rent ready. I said, where the paperwork at? He said, well, I haven't filled it out yet. I said, wait a minute. So we bought a piece of equipment in your face. You put a valve on it. You don't have to pay for it so that you signed off on that vehicle. I say, so where's the green tag? I said, ready. Oh, they just picked it up and took it. So I said, there's no paperwork. If something would have happened with that trailer, say it fell off the truck, they gonna come, DOT gonna come here and ask, hey, what the paperwork, who inspected it? And right now, all of us in here without big side, we ain't got nothing. That's what you telling me? I said, so I then I looked at the supervisor. I said, so did you verify that he just good? Well, I didn't know that. So nobody knows what his piece of equipment is. I said, well, go get the driver. So they got the driver. I say, did you verify that his piece of equipment was good? No, they just told me. Also, all of us were. Now, I'm not saying fucked up. I'm saying all of us are screwed right now. That's what y'all telling me. I said, this may have been the standard before I got here. I said, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I assure you, that stops right here. That stops right here. I said, because if that piece of equipment, if that lid would have flew off of that truck, off the top of it, hit a windshield on somebody and kill somebody, bro, everybody standing in this office, to include me, are fired and this company getting sued. And we're going to jail. Now, one thing I did tell him, I said, I tell you what, you give me your job. I don't want the job. You give me your job, take it. That's how I roll. I'm ready to person that you are. Yeah, man.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Looking to throw, it's back. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's caught. Speeding down the left side. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space. It's Hughes. There he goes. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And
they blocked him. He's got it, and he can go with it. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. RPO complete to open the drive. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way his guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, it's Fletcher. Thrust that arm out. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Hurricanes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the hallelujah land.
quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. More to the air. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Flips it out on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. On the run, it's Lyle. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Another ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air, it's back. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Going the other way, he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. Look, a lot of time left. put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's low. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Stewart. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's
going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Bryant. Across the 25, he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead to 13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's back. Fires to the big fella. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On the run, it's Lyle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Beck. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Bowden. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take out scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for space. It's Whittington. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The short hands, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. It's reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion. Moore will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Moore to the air. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Listen. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's back. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Back to pass, it's back. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
It's second and long now as this defense there he goes! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shank.
Return goes out of bounds.
here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And some room to work. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Back to throw. It's back. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Canes want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart.
Turning it on. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
You see the tight ends nowadays in football, they're just so athletic and they can do so many different things. And right here, this wasn't one of them that we want to brag about. He had a chance to drag across the field and make a catch, but that thing hit him right in the midst, and he just dropped it.
Moore to the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They want that clock to run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah.
Looking deep down the right side. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Makes the grab down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Shakes off the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles. Really good ball security by the running back.
Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bauman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Complete on third down. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
6-9-1, Gators score. Lasso. Now. Hornet.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Yankee blue.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
said we getting ready to beat.
Jeremiah, had down high this year.
You know, that's to be expected. Look, I told you.
I'm gonna say this whole goddamn game. It might be cheese, but we just don't know what it is. We gotta see it when he's winning. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he's streaming, we gotta watch that shit like with a goddamn microscope. Hey, look, if I catch that nigga, hey, D, if I catch that nigga doing cheese, I'm kicking him out.
That you ain't gonna suspect me.
I'm kicking him out there. Man. The niggas already made that goddamn reboot of Super Bowl for fake accusation.
Bruh, I'm telling you, and then this nigga, she ain't come first, he come first for Cooper.
Yeah, listen.
And then picked up a receiver, 95 feet, true press.
95 feet, true freshman. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit is
Bro, I ain't gonna.
but I know this nigga don't know how to do it.
I don't, bro. I didn't even know we had the goddamn what's it called to do it. I didn't know, bro. I didn't.
I said, I knew it, but I can't. But if y'all would have saw my head go out there and shoot the shot I got there, bro, I'm like, if I wanted to, I could have boosted all the commission and shit up.
Bruh. I ain't know nothing about that Dev Impact, what they regular rating with, bruh. And then anytime I get on the game, my shit's great, bro. So I'm thinking like, man, you think I got that much time to get on here and edit some players? Then that nigga
I
say,
thought them niggas was automatic shit. Like, what the fuck?
no, this nigga, he say, hey, I'm just saying, you know, I got two post pictures. I thought that was mid edit. I'm like, nigga, I'm driving.
I would turn them niggas down. Like, well, shit, let me go ahead and move these niggas down. And by that time, it's too late, like, but, and then I'm like, I should have did that shit, and now I look like we was doing it. But then he was already on it anyway.
When he came in and caught that receiver in the recruit, 95 feet, I said,